Welcome to Accelerate My Practice. So glad that you could join me here today. Today I want to talk about where are some opportunities that we may be missing, we may be having slip by us. I see all the time how lack of communication or lack of shared vision can create missed opportunities. And I'll give you some examples of this. You know, we do a lot of online sort of marketing. And through all of our online marketing, we get leads that come in from a doctor, you maybe are saying, I'm interested in some help. And then we call the office to get on the phone with the doctor. And it's interesting to see how often the front office is like, no, I don't think so. And they just, blow us off and are in some cases even rude, believe it or not. It's pretty shocking. And it has me sitting there thinking to myself, how many opportunities are lost like this where the team doesn't know, or there's lack of vision, or there's lack of seeing the bigger picture. And that's probably maybe the real deep issue there is how often is there bigger picture opportunities that we miss because maybe we don't understand the bigger picture as a frontline worker, so to speak. And what can we do about that to increase and to help convert those things? Because sometimes in our positions in the office, we get so focused on what our job is that we don't always understand that somebody else coming in, like maybe us, the doctor requested a call from us. And now all of a sudden we're calling in, they're like, nah, I don't think so. This doesn't sound like something he'd do, and good luck. And they just hang up. And now all of a sudden the doctor's probably thinking we dropped the ball and we stink and we don't do a good job at what we do. And the reality is that his own team became the self-destructive force that held the office back from a different level of success. So my question to each one of you, especially those of you answering the phone or up in the front office, is, are we thinking through carefully if this could be a good thing for the office or not? And I realize it's a fine thing to balance because part of your job is to guard idiots like me from getting through. So I can't come back there and distract your doctor. So I want to respect that is a piece of your job and acknowledge that. But I wonder how often we sit back and we go, I wonder if there's a lost opportunity. But I would be very opportunistic to say, hey, we should treat everybody amazingly and understand that each person needs a dental home. And even the person who comes in trying to sell something, we could always ask them, hey, who's your dentist? Are you looking for one? Would you like to be a patient of ours? And I bet you schedule some. So that's my advice for today, is to really sit back and ask each other, where are there bigger picture opportunities that maybe we could be looking for or paying attention to? How can we keep our eyes open for those things and potentially see where we could do something different and how we might be able to serve bigger? And I think if you do that, what you'll find is that there are probably a lot of opportunities that are passing you by all the time, and you don't even realize they're passing you by. And they could be the next $1 million awesome opportunity. You know, one of my favorite books I've read is Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, I think it's the name of it. And he talks about our money blueprints. And the challenge that he talks about is if you make $30,000 a year, as an example, you have a blueprint to see 30, maybe 40 or $50,000 opportunities. But you probably will never see the $150,000 opportunity because of the way you're wired. If you make $300,000, you might see a $400,000 opportunity, but you probably won't see a $1 million opportunity because of how you're wired. I wonder the same thing in these sorts of scenarios if we're missing opportunities because of how we're wired, and if we can rewire ourselves. Said another way, I had a friend of mine once who was in the dating scene and was kind of like, there's just no good guys out there, right? We've all heard our friends say it, all the good ones are gone. And I'm like, well, when you're thinking and talking like that, the good ones are all walking right past you. And she said, what do you mean? I'd see the good ones. I said, no, you probably won't. Because you're so stymied in your story of self-pity in this case that the good one won't see you. And the good one will walk right past you. It's the same sort of wiring. So the question becomes, how can we rewire ourselves to see bigger and greater opportunities, personally, professionally, in the office? I would challenge you to have a coaching call with your coach to brainstorm this, to go, hey, we have all these opportunities come at us. I mean, are any of these worth it? Do a call over it, kind of inventory. You know what opportunities you have every year. Do an inventory, a coaching call on, hey, we have this and this and this and this and this. Dental health month, we have this, we have that, whatever it is. And put some thought into, are these worth it? Are these worth pursuing? And I think you might be shocked to see what pops up. I hope you've enjoyed our show. I do want to put a quick shout out to all of our friends in South Texas to make sure and be safe. Probably by the time you're seeing this, you're in a boat. I hope not, though. But I hope you're all being safe down there in South Texas. And I thank all of you for spending the time with me today. Send your thoughts and prayers down to all your South Texas friends, and we'll see you 8 o'clock Mountain, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Until then, have a great day.
What if you could have the practice of your dreams? What's holding you back? Imagine a life where you have everything you ever wanted.